Well, hello. I am back again. Woo. What a day, what a day. But a productive day. I actually made 4 students happy today and a couple more off of TikTok, which I am loving and adoring. I'm so happy that you guys are here. Hello and good evening. Are you guys ready to do some more math? Are you sick of me? Are you sick of me? It was like one day people were like, girl, I was waiting for you. So hopefully you guys are having a great day, or you had a great day, you're having a great evening. So let's get ourselves started. Hey. All right, so for tonight, I know, I love when people are like, wait, I thought we were doing polynomials. I was here earlier today. And I'm like, oh no, that is my evening, people. I tried to switch it up. So for the most part, we're just going to get ourselves situated. If you know of anyone that is in need, they would love to basically come on in, learn a little bit about multiplying polynomials. Let me show you how easy it can be. Hey, just found you. I'm always seeing you. Love it. Hello, Belle. Hello, Wolf Song Unlimited 33. I'm so glad that you guys are here. All right, so let's get started because, we don't have that much time. And let me turn this down. It's supposed to be background music, not we're in the club. All right, so we are working on multiplying polynomials. So right now, I'm going to say I'm feeling pretty good today because you guys are here. And we're actually going to be working on how to do a little bit more with distributive property. Again, as I normally do, I'm going to walk you through it. But there is a couple things that we need to remember what we did last time. So when we multiply and we have the same bases, we are going to add the exponents. So if I have an x times an x, that gives me x squared. So 1 plus 1 gives me 2. All right, so this is how we're getting the exponent. If I give you another example, if I have x to the fourth. Now, x to the fourth does not mean 1 times 4. It means x times x times x times x. All right? So we have 4 x's here. We have 3 x's here, which gives me a total of 7 x's. So that's why it's x to the 7th power. All right, so when you're multiplying, you're adding the exponents. So that's important to kind of keep in the back of our mind, all right? Now, I kind of went ahead a little bit just to kind of give you a little heads up of what the steps are. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to distribute everything inside the parenthesis. So my nice example is you have a bag of candy. You are passing out candy to your friends. You do not want to skip anyone. Trust me, that's trifling, okay? We all want some of the candy. Let's go. All right, so you want to make sure all your friends get a piece of candy. Then you're going to add your exponents. After you do that, you're going to combine your like terms if there are any that needs to be dealt with. And then before you know it, boom, we're done. So there's another method that you probably see. There's something called the box method. And I'm going to show you that in a few minutes. But let's take this step by step, moment by moment. We are not here to rush. There's no big test at the end. This is just for us to expand ourselves, gain some knowledge, help you with your next steps. Okay? That's why I'm here. So, first example, we have, I'm trying to say all my highs in there. I know I missed a few people. I'm so sorry. Henry, can you explain? Oh, okay. That one is going to be later. Okay. You have a test tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hey, furball. Yeah, that is going to be something that I'm going to have to look into it a little bit later. especially the derivative. Derivatives, you're basically taking a lot from the exponents, but that's not going to be a part of this lesson. I'm going to have to tell you that right here and now. All right. I'm well. Thank you so much for asking. I'm just here trying to get life together, trying to push forward, and hopefully the dream is not a fantasy. Let's put it that way, right? Okay. But I'm here to do some math. I like doing math. Let's get to it. So we have 2x times negative 2x minus 3. Anytime you see that parenthesis, that means you're going to either do distribution, which distribution means you're going to do multiplication. So the best way for me to describe that is every time you see a number, you're going to distribute to everything inside of that parenthesis. Okay? So when I distribute, that means I'm multiplying everything. So I have 2x times negative 2x. So when the signs are different when you're multiplying, that means my answer is going to be negative. Okay? A positive times a negative gives me negative. 2 times 2 gives me 4. Now this is when this rule is coming into effect. So x times x will give me x squared. Remember, when we're multiplying, we're adding the exponents. And if you don't see a number where the exponents are, we assume it's a 1. Okay, you got 1x here, you got 1x there, so you got a total of 2 x's. All right? So now, thank you so much for the follows, guys. I greatly appreciate it. Now, we're not done, okay? You passed candy to one friend, you can't just skip over the other. Because if you skip over the other, this is the face that they're going to make. You see that face right there? Mad. Real mad. Okay? Big boy mad. So that means we have to distribute this 2x to this negative 3. Okay? So the signs are opposite. So I'm bringing down that minus sign, which also can act as a negative. And then we have 2x times 3, which gives me 6x. And there's only one x because there's one x here with the 2, but there wasn't an x there with the 3. All right. Let's take a look. Let's see how we're doing. Just combine like terms. I want to say just combine like terms, but here's the thing. What is it? Pause. When we look inside, you only combine like terms when you're adding and subtracting. Okay? When you're multiplying, you're basically combining things. Think about it. If you want to multiply with your significant other, have a baby and all that stuff, right? You have to have some kind of commonplace. I know, I put real life into math. So you're going to have some commonplace in order for you to multiply. All right? Because when you're adding, it's kind of surface. It's like dating. Yeah, your favorite color is this. Oh, my favorite ice cream is that. But then when you're really getting into the relationship, you're really building, you want to multiply, have your kingdom, she has her kingdom, or whoever have their kingdom, and you're building something bigger, you're multiplying. Hopefully it's going to grow exponentially, all right? It's going to take it not just 1 times 2, it's going to be 2 to the nth power, right? I know I got real deep for a second. I'm sorry. But that's basically what's happening. We don't have any like terms inside this parenthesis. There's a negative 2x here. There's a 3 there. And then after we multiply, we still don't have like terms because there's a difference between an x squared and an x. All right. So since we can't combine those two, this is my final answer. So negative 4x squared minus 6x. Okay, so would that be 12? Would what be 12? I'm trying to figure out, sister to sister, like the name. What would be 12? Because this is a safe space. Go ask your questions because I'm going to answer them, all right? This is how we learn. So if you're thinking of I'm trying to see how it's going. All right. But if you do find out, sister, please do not hesitate. Tell me with the message. I'm going to look into my chats, okay? Thank you so much for the love and the likes, okay? Do not feel like you're going to be called out for me to reprimand you. This is not school. Those years are over, okay? This is all for encouragement. This is all for love and understanding. All right? So, are we okay? You want me to move on? Or do I need clarification? Thank you so much for the follows, guys, and for tapping. I appreciate this. Okay? All right, I'm going to move to the next one. So maybe whatever question you have, it might come up. It might get a little clarifying. So let me see if I can zoom in just a lot. Yeah, let me just zoom in so we can all see. I'm here, got my granddaughters looking and watching. They screaming numbers. I'll put in. Okay. It's like the answer is this. Put it in there. Yeah, I got you. All right. So now, doing the same exact thing. So we have 7v squared 7v squared times negative 4v. That's a v. This is why you should write in pencil, not in pen. Plus 9. So as we're going to distribute. So when we distribute, we are distributing our piece of candies to all our friends. Okay, right now we just got 2 friends that are there. So when we distribute 7v squared times negative 4v, what do we get as a result? Let's see if we can get that. So 7v squared times negative 4v. What do you think we'll get as a result? Okay, so right now we have Tracy and Brandon. Well, Tracy says negative 28v squared. Brandon says negative 28v cubed. Okay. We got Maddie with negative 28. All right. We got mother of 3. I don't know what the ... 3 P's. That's negative 28v cubed. Negative 28, negative 28v cubed. Oh, it's cubed. Okay. See? Good, Tracy. Way to catch yourself. Well, we're all in agreement with you got to add the exponents. Yes. Cubed. Yes. So 7 times negative 4, that gives me my negative 28. And then, like they said, there's 2 V's out here. There's one mangled V right here. So 2 plus the 1 gives me my 3. So that will be my V cubed. All right. So that was our first friend that we gave. What's going to happen to the next friend? Because remember, we can't ignore them. They're going to give us that face. All right. Seen too many relationships die out because, oh, you left me out. I know that hurt for a couple people. I know. I had a couple myself. We got to do what we got to do. So now 7v squared times 9. What would that give me as a result? So we got Brandon with 63v squared, mother of 3, 63v squared. Okay, so right now it seems like a common theme. Okay, Maddie, we got 63v squared, pretty right, 63v squared. Yep, so 7 times 9, since it's positive, it'll give me plus 63. And we have v squared here, and there's no v's there, so we just bring down the v squared. So, do we have any like terms? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Do we have any like terms? Okay, Brandon, no. No. Feel like Destiny's Child right now. No, 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 no. But don't say yeah. Thumbs down. I love it. Good. Yeah, you don't want me singing. Good gracious. I'll break the internet, and not in a positive way. Okay, so we do not have like terms because v cubed and v squared are two separate worlds. Okay, two-dimensional world, three-dimensional world, separate worlds all together. All right, so are you ready to step it up a little bit? Okay, talk to me. Do you want to see another problem similar to these, or do you want to step it up just a notch? And trust me, I'm here for you. I'm not just going to be like, all right, here you go. Split an atom. Ready? Tell me how you did it without blowing up. Like, I'm not going to do that. All right, harder, step it up. Oh, easy, Brandon. Okay, I have application of linear function word problems. It's so hard. Yes, please, another example. Okay, some harder. Okay, God bless. Thank you, God bless. Love your name. Okay, Joni, yes. I appreciate that. So if you like these, go ahead and just share. If you know someone that will actually benefit from what we're doing today or tonight, please share the live, continue to tap, all that fun stuff that I have to say. So TikTok will keep me going. And I'm going to be truthful, just coming live with you guys. I am so loving this, okay? I'm so loving this. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying it as well as learning from it, okay? So you can do math. I don't want to hear this nonsense like, I don't know how to do math. Hush, you can do it. All right, so let's do this. Let me do one more like this, and then I'm gonna make it really intensified. Not too crazy though. All right, so we have 6v times negative 2v to the fifth minus 5v cubed plus, this number I haven't used in a while, 7v squared minus 3. Ooh, she trying to be fancy. She is trying to be fancy. Thank you so much. Press my buttons. Yes, tap the phone, y'all. She is being fancy. Look at this. Can y'all do it? Yes, you can. All right, walk yourself through it step by step. All right, step by step. So 6v times negative 2v to the fifth minus 5v cubed plus 7v squared minus 3. Okay, so we got our first step. We got someone that puts it all the way in. No shame in that. If you know it, go ahead and put it up there. If you want to put the whole entire thing up, go ahead and put the whole entire thing up. Because everyone's not staring at the comments. We're all looking at our own papers, trying to process it our way. Okay? Do it your way. Don't worry about time. Don't worry about space. We got this time. I'm here for probably a good hour and a half for tonight. Okay. All right, got a couple people with negative 12v to the 6th, negative 30v to the 4th, plus 42v cubed, minus, I have a couple with minus 18v, minus 18v, minus 18, minus 18v. Okay, God bless, check the last part. Okay, you got it. Okay, I see it now. There you go. All right. Okay, how we feeling? So we are distributing, and I know it's going to look like a crazy little rainbow, but here we are. So we're going to distribute the negative. They're going to distribute there, stretch over here, and way over there. Okay, sometimes the arrows help. Okay, So 6v times negative 2v to the fifth gives us our negative 12v to the sixth, because we got 1v here, 5v's there, so that's how we got to 6. Then a positive times a negative gives me negative. 6 times 5 gives me 30. V to, there's 1v here, 3v's there, so v to the fourth. Plus 6 times 7 gives us our 42. Then we have v to the third, because we have 1 and 2 v's. That gives me 3 minus my 18v, because we only have 1 v on the outside, but none on the inside. And we have v to the sixth, v to the fourth, v to the third, and v. So here is something. Why do we add the exponents? Okay, good question. So if I have 1v and if I have 5v's being multiplied, all together I'm going to have 6v's. So there's like a small shortcut. When you have v and they have the same base, it's so much easier to just say, let me add the exponents instead of writing it all out like this. Okay, because sometimes you're going to be taking those assessments and everything is being timed. So instead of you like, okay, there's 1v here, and then you're writing out 5v's, and then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's just easier and quicker for you to basically remember the rule to just add your exponents. Does that help? All right, since we're multiplying, we must follow the exponent rules when we add. Yes. Can we try dividing functions just like the one with the exponent? Soon, because I'm not even done with multiplying. This is just the start. You know, just like an athlete, this is just a warm-up. And you've been sitting there sweating like a trainer, thinking about to die, and they're like, oh, that was the warm-up. How many times did you want to hurt that person? Okay? So now we're going to step it up a little bit. So we were multiplying a monomial, okay? Monomials, let me slide this down, with a binomial, okay? Monomial means one term. With a binomial, that means two terms. The last one, we multiplied a monomial with a polynomial. Poly meaning more than 3 terms, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 terms here. So there's no such thing as a four-nomial, okay? Or a fourth nomial. So when we're a polynomial, yes, it's like several terms being either added or subtracted together. So the way that this is happening, let me try to do it in different colors. So this is considered a term. Okay, this is considered a term. The reason why, they're being separated by the minus sign. So this is one term, this is another term. Then we have our 7x squared, that's another term. And then the minus 3, or just a 3, even though it's a constant, that's considered a term as well. All right, so that's what we're doing that. I've never heard that. That's nice. Cool. All right, so thank you for teaching this. I'm on here trying to learn, going back to school soon. Yes, congratulations. Get that education. Just get it. I don't care. Get it. I don't care how long it's been. Get it. So now we're going to take it a step further. So I'm going to start off with x minus 3 times 6x minus 2. And you're probably saying, say what? I was with you, girl, and then here you go. You just wanted to do something extra, right? 20 plus years, it don't matter. It doesn't matter, right? But here's my thing. You have a binomial, because there's two terms there, being multiplied by a binomial. Now remember this whole distributing thing? We're doing the same exact thing. Yes, who remembers that FOIL method? So they used to call it FOIL, and I'm going to put it somewhere. I'm going to put it, I guess, in the description. Let me slide this bad boy over. This is what was very confusing to me. So there was something called FOIL. So they talked about the first, the outer, the inner, and last. So they were talking about how you should multiply each term. So this is the thing that made me crazy, okay? Now, the easiest way that I can define it is such. I'll take the first term of the first parenthesis. And since we were talking about distributive property, why not continue on with that thought process? Why not take this x and distribute to everything in that second parenthesis? So right now, ignore that -3. Okay, put your finger on it. Just cover it up. All right. Oh, my professor showed us that yesterday. Good. All right. So cover that up. We're going to multiply x times 6x. So what is x times 6x? Put it in the chat. X times 6x. Okay, 6x squared, 6x. Which one is right? Who's right? 6x squared or 6x? I got a second person with 6x squared. There we go. Me. She's like, me. Claim that. Claim that. I love it. Okay, good. So it's going to be 6x squared. Because there's one x here, there's one x there, so there's two x's. So right underneath here, I'm going to write 6x squared. All right. So now, remember, we got to distribute to everybody. So what's x times -2? Okay. Exponent is 1. Yes. And 1 plus 1 gives us our 2. All right, so I got -2x, -2x. Erin! Hello, lovely. -2x, love it. Alexander Williams. I wonder if it's the same Alexander that I know, that I used to teach. I'm right, yay, we're right, -2x, yes. So when you have a variable and you have a whole number and you're multiplying, just make sure you put the sign in front, you put the number down, then you put the x. All right? So that takes care of the x. Now, guess what we're going to distribute next? Wild stab. I was like, did you show? Yes, they did. Very late. Very late. I don't like to reprimand. Things happen. I get it, but it was a late night for me. But that's all right. He got his education. Life is grand. All right. Yes. So charge a late fee. Oh, don't worry. I do. You know, I don't like to be that pusher, but there are times I'm just like, no, no, boo-boo, we got to do that. So now we're going to take this -3. All right, so we distribute the x. Now we're going to distribute the -3. So -3 times 6x will give me a -18x. All right. So -3 Hey, Miss Chills. Times 6x will give me negative 18x. Then I'm going to distribute again. Negative 3 times negative 2. And negative times a negative gives me a positive. And 3 times 2 gives me 6. Okay, good. I see a lot of people with the negative 18x plus 6. Good. How are we feeling, guys? Little temperature check. How are we feeling? Okay, if you're feeling okay, go ahead and tap the screen. Just want to make sure you're alive. I'll still keep talking no matter what. Okay, yes. So, what you basically did, remember that FOIL thing that we were talking about over here? The first, outer, inner, last? That's what we did. The first red distribution was the first. Then the second red distribution, that was the outer. They're the outside terms. Then the inner. This is when we distribute the negative 3 on the inside. And then we distribute to the last terms. Do you see how it can be confusing when you have to keep track of the F, the O, the I? And what happens if you can't spell? Look, I have kids that they struggle with their reading. You tell them how to spell FOIL. The struggle is real. So instead of embarrassing and making them feel all type of way, I just basically say, look, take this and distribute into the second parenthesis, then take the other one and distribute that into the second parenthesis. And they can take it and run with it. That's what it's all about. Okay, I really feel better. I was nervous in my math class, but I'm catching up. Yay, good job. You know, I don't get the FOIL as a system. It's no PEMDAS. True. But if you remember how to distribute, you're just going to take one term in the first, distribute to the second parenthesis. Take one term in the first, distribute to the second parenthesis. So now let's finish it out. Someone mentioned like terms. Okay, I have division questions of this. I'm scared. Don't be scared. Stop being fearful. It's okay. It is math. It is not life and death, okay? You're going to get to live another day. Because trust me, if I can teach... Guys, I know you don't know me. You don't know me from Eve. But let me tell you, when I was younger, math was not my thing. I don't even know how I became a math teacher. Seriously, when I'm thinking about it, I really don't know how I became a math teacher. It's just kind of like all of a sudden it was something that was thrusted upon me. I actually did a live about it, so it'll be on TikTok if it's not already on there. So now we got like terms. And I think a couple people probably already said it. Negative 2 minus 18, they're the same signs. When they're the same signs, go ahead and add them and bring down the negative. But then what happens to the plus 6 and the 6x squared? What should I do with them? Just randomly having them floating around? Meant to send that if I got it right because I'm probably wrong. Why do you think you're wrong? What happened? See, now science, Cindy, you got to look back to see what you said. What did you say? No, I think you're okay. Yep, I think you're okay. So now all we have to do is bring them down. They stand alone. Yep. So if I can't break it down, I just simply bring them down. And now they're all don't have the same degrees. Remember, degrees is exponents. We don't have the same exponents. We don't have any like terms. So that is my final answer. So basically, you're doing the distributive property twice. Okay, you're doing two sets of the distributive property all in one problem. Okay, so all you're doing is taking the first term, distribute to everything in the second parenthesis. Then take the next term, distribute to everything in the second parenthesis. So Show me how you're feeling. Let me see smiling faces. You feeling stressed out? You know, thumbs up. You could just do an emoji. I'm perfectly fine with that. If you want to tap, you can go ahead and tap. Do whatever you want. I need to make sure that you're doing all right. Okay, I got some greats. I got a smiley face. I got a smiley face. I got a, yeah. All right.